Good morning everybody, we are here in the Sandblast Islands in the KO Hollandaisies area, and today we're going to go on a spearfishing adventure with this sailing boat behind us, Samsara. We only met them yesterday, but we started talking about spearfishing and they're good friends now, only one day later, so we're going on an adventure all together. Darcy's getting a mad rush on while he gets everything ready, and then we're going to head outside the Sandblast region, out into the ocean, out past the reef. Hopefully we can get out there in our dinghy and see what we can find. Hopefully there's some big fish out there, maybe see some sharks if we're lucky.
I found the gloves. It took way longer than I was anticipating, but I found the gloves.
Okay,
sorry,
gloves,
continue.
now get the spear guns. We need weight belts, we need fins, and I think that's all we need. We're gonna get out there and have a really, really fun day today, hopefully. Have you ever wanted to sail around the world but don't know anything about sailing? Well, that was us just a short time ago, so sail along with us and learn from our mistakes. We spent 2 years fixing up an old catamaran, and in just 10 months we've sailed up to Alaska and all the way down to Panama while fixing the boat along the way. We're out here making our dreams come true with our new crew member Coconut, who we found abandoned on a small island. This trip has already been a life-changing experience, so hit subscribe and join us as we sail around the world on this massive adventure. I can't stop smiling.
Just so you guys are aware, we don't actually know the way out of the reef. We just know it's that way.
We'll figure it out. They're between the waves.
That's probably the best move. So they have spare props and we don't, so we're gonna follow them because we don't know the way out.
Dinghy adventure!
So there's waves breaking and we need to get out past that. Got this, babe.
You're seeing down there.
So I'm thinking there's probably a good place to start. There's also, I can see a wave over here, and I know there's a shallow spot over here, and behind that shallow spot there's supposed to be a drop-off, and I forgot my phone. It has navionics on it, but I can see the wave right there, so that's got to be the shallow spot, like right in front of you. So I don't know if you want to maybe start here and then check out there after, or if you want to start out here first.
A little more there, and then because there the waves are really big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think just past this wave, like just out there a little bit, is supposed to be really good, and in here as well. But I think that's supposed to be a little better, but I'm not.
I would think closer to the reef is going to be better.
Yeah, but there is a reef over there.
Right, well we have the anchor was shallow enough. Let me see it. I don't know how deep it is.
So you want to try this one first? Decisions have been made. We are going this way first, which you can't really see which way, but we're just outside the reef.
Okay, we think we found the first spot. We're gonna jump in the water and have a look around. It looks pretty nice out here today. Pretty excited. We haven't been spearfishing since Mexico, and that was a great day, so I'm really, really keen to get in the water today.
I didn't know what my heart was in for till you stepped into the room. And I didn't show, but I wanted to know everything I could about you. See, I was told the dreams were made to be believed in, so I put every single dream in you. But you set the bar so high above the sky, and you nailed it to the floor. 'Cause for some odd reason I'm done believing in this one thing I adore. What is love? to the breeze, and we floated together for a while. But you had to go, now I carry the load. Took off in the wind and my smile. See, I was told the dreams were made to be believed in, so I put every single dream in you. But you said the bar so high above the sky, and you nailed it to the floor. 'Cause for some odd reason I'm done believing in this one thing I adored. What is loving anymore? Ooh,
What is loving anymore?
ooh,
What is loving anymore?
But you said the bar so high above the sky, and you nailed it to the floor. 'Cause for some odd reason I'm done believing in this one thing I adore.
After a ridiculously long and largely failed session of spearfishing, we went back to our new friend's boat, Samsara, and they let us try out their Seabob. What's a Seabob, you ask? This.
This is the exercise bike we have on board, and we made the decision for it to take up lots of space, but we use it lots, but it's hot. I don't know if you can see me like dripping, but it is so hot. And we had this lovely fan that we bought that just like puts out air. Like it's just tiny, but like it's like a turbo fan and it's great. That, however, I knocked off the table yesterday and one of the fan blades broke off. So that no longer works. I still might be able to fix it, but it's going to be one of those things where it's going to take a little while, and the fix probably isn't going to work because it's cheap plastic that it's made out of, but we're still going to try. This fan is our backup fan. It is terrible. You know how like vacuums, like you say, oh, it sucks, and it's like a good thing? This fan literally, like, it sucks so bad that you almost think the air is going backwards. It puts out like no air. And so I usually have a fan right here when I'm on the exercise bike and it's all good, but I don't. And we've set up LED lights in this cabin a long time ago. They're working great, but we have this old light right here that was just left in because there was no reason to take it out. But this light is never used, ever, ever, ever. It doesn't go red. The LED lights go red because when we're underway and everything at night, the red lights help to preserve like your night vision. So I'm gonna take this fan out, and we have a couple more of these fans that we still haven't put up. This fan was supposed to go in one of the bedrooms, but there's a bunch of tools and parts and stuff that no one's going to be in that bedroom for years. So I'm just going to put this fan up here, and it can blow on me when I'm using the exercise bike.
Or if someone's sitting on the captain's chair.
Yeah, the captain's chair can get some airflow. But I never expected this area or cruising in general to be as hot as it is. Like, just nuts. Crazy, steaming temperatures 100% of the time. And in case you're wondering, I did flick off the breaker, so there's no power right now.
And if you can see, we've got the windows covered just with blankets at the moment, and that's a job high on our list, is to make some proper window covers, because blocking out the sun like this compared to out there, that the sun's on the other side of the boat, so that doesn't matter so much. But because we've blocked those, then it's just so much better.
Yeah. So come in closer, get a good shot of what's going on here. This is all rusted. You can see in here, that's kind of corroded and everything, so it's about time anyway. So I'm just gonna cut this, and that's nice and gross, but that's done. You gotta be careful not to spill that everywhere. And just gonna prep this. Oh, the cutie's using her.
Hello.
Are you
Camera shy.
Camera shy? Oh, it's okay. You get a chin scritchies for being a good girl and using your scratching post.
Yeah, good girl.
Yeah. You want to scratch it some more? And you just want pets? Okay, you just want pets. You want the bum scritchies? Oh, yeah. Oh, you want to play? Oh.
Very good. All right, let's keep going with the light and the fan.
I have to pre-drill everything because it's going into fiberglass, so.
Don't want it to crack.
Nope. This is going to be fantastic. I'm just going to put the fan up, not permanently, but just so I can attach the wires. It makes it significantly easier. Unless I cross-thread it. There we go. So that way it just holds while I'm doing the wires. So I had to go back and do everything again. Well, not everything, just the connections again, because I forgot to solder them, but then the camera died. So everything's soldered, and the heat shrink is on. So now we just got to melt it a little bit. Maybe we should test it before we melt the heat shrink.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, hold on. Salon lights. I mean, it just started working when I tested it.
Yay. New fan.
Okay, so the fan works. Salon lights off again. Why can I never find anything on here? And if you're wondering if there's enough power going to it, there's tons of power going to it. And this actually, the fan will actually take less than the light that was in there because it wasn't an LED light bulb. So it's completely fine just to switch it out. All right, let's melt this and get on the way. And now when I'm on the bike, I can have a fan on the table and the bike just kind of slides forward here. And then this fan.
No, we haven't turned the power back on.
And then this fan works. And it'll give me some nice, sweet relief when I'm on the exercise bike. Yvette too.
Yeah, we could take the exercise bike outside, which we can, but
it's
often there's
hot.
Yeah, often there's no breeze outside, so it's just super duper hot outside.
It's a little cooler outside right now than it is inside, but it's just in the baking sun. And sometimes I'm on this bike for like 3 hours a day kind of thing because I'm in the middle of training. So, but anyway, fans installed. Oh my God.
Let's just stand in front of the fans now.
Oh. So this is going to be my next 2 hours today. It's tons of fun. probably put hundreds and hundreds of hours on this exercise bike since we picked it up in Mexico. It costs like $100. And I think we got it at like a Sam's Club or something like that, or a Walmart. Anyway, with this fan, it is still brutally hot in here, but it is a little bit more bearable. So just gonna...
Better than out in the bright sun.
Oh, like out in the bright sun would just murder me right now. So anyway.
That's another thing we need to do is put a big cover, shade cover out on the front deck.
Yeah, at some point we need to put shade cover on the front deck.
That'd be nice.
It'd be really good.
All right, let's go for a swim soon.
Well, in like 2 hours?
Yeah.
So a new boat just pulled up just behind us and we saw a Canadian flag. So they're from Canada. There's a bear on the front of their boat, which is really cool. And I think it's called Naughty Bear, which is a pretty funny name. We might go say hello later. Anyway, time for a swim after that workout. Hey, Darcy. And we go for heaps and heaps and heaps of swims out here in between boat jobs, exercise when we first wake up, before we go to bed, pretty much 1,000 times a day because the water is beautiful and it is obviously so hot. And when it's the middle of the day and it's super duper sunny, I love going under the boat if we're not like going out for a snorkel, because there's heaps of room and it's in the nice shade. Sometimes we put the paddle boards under or a rope if there's lots of current and just float under the boat. It's nice in the shade. But yeah, time for a swim.
Yeah, get in.
This is my favorite part of catamarans now since we've been here. The shade underneath them.
It means no sunscreen.
Yeah. We've also been cleaning the hulls slowly. Each time we get in, we do a little bit, but we should probably just suck it up and do a really big hull clean. As you all know, our water line is too low, so we need to raise it. So this water line gets really dirty really quickly. But we've done the insides and we've got to still do the outsides. And then we should also just do the, like, deeper down the hulls, the props and everything. I think we need to change an anode on one of the props.
Yeah, we do. You see the other side? It's nowhere close to as clean. And that's just because we have yet to address it. Yeah. Because we're always in the shade.
Yeah, we're always on the inside, so it's easy to do this side.
Under here means no sunscreen.
Yeah, and no rashy, long rashy. But yeah, we will definitely do it all really well before we head back to Cologne to take Coco to the vet, because we just go so much faster when the hulls are clean. It's crazy. Everyone always says that, but I never realised how much of a difference it would make until we did it once after we'd just been sailing so slow, and then the same wind speed, we just went 1,000 times faster.
Yeah, it was like a 5-knot difference almost.
Yeah, it was so ridiculous.
So what deliciousness are you whipping up right now?
Well, we've almost run out of fruit and veggies, but what we did have left was some plantains at the back of the fridge that had gone dark.
Full stop. I always thought it was pronounced plantain.
Well, so did I, and that's why we used to say that. But your mum has taught us properly now that it's actually plantain, not plantain.
But I moved to strike using the word plantain because it doesn't sound as good as plantain for some reason.
It's kind of true. All right, I've got these plantains in here that were in the fridge and they went dark.
Hold on. I think you're pronouncing it incorrectly.
That is true. Okay, whatever these things are, they were in the back of the fridge and they went dark, like the skin went dark. And so I know with bananas, when they go like that, that's the perfect time to make banana bread. So I looked up if you can make plantain bread, and you can. And so I've got a recipe and I'm gonna make that, and hopefully it tastes really yummy, because that would be a really nice thing that we can make, because they have a lot of plantains for sale around here. And I don't think we've seen bananas on the veggie boats yet, but we've made an order for later on in this week. Someone's bringing us some. But anyway, plantain bread first. So blending them up. That worked really well. This is already looking yummy, I think.
So that blender has been one of the best things we have on board by a long shot.
And we use it multiple times a day for smoothies and ice cream, which one of you guys told us to make, and man, we have it a lot. Smoothies always for breakfast, cocktails, everything. I think that's probably our favorite
Most used appliance.
Yeah. All right, now 2 eggs it says. Next is some flour. We're supposed to sift it, but I can't find if we've got a sieve. We used to, so I don't know what would have happened.
I can either confirm or deny I know what happened to the sieve at this point. Stop asking questions.
And then bicarb soda.
Baking soda?
No, it's different. Oh yeah, no it's not. Bicarb. I don't know, I'm confused now. It says baking soda, bicarbonate of soda in French.
Yeah, one's French, one's English.
Oh.
Everything in Canada has one French, one English. Baking soda.
So it's the same as bicarb soda. Is it?
What's bicarb soda?
I don't know.
Is that what the recipe called for?
Baking soda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you just had a moment there.
Bicarb soda. Okay, that. And then I'm going to put maple syrup in it. So I looked up a bunch of recipes. This is kind of a mixture of a bunch of recipes that I looked up that we've got ingredients for. So one of them actually said maple syrup. Some said honey. Some said sugar. Some said a bunch of other things. Now. Ooh, just got enough.
And we are out of that golden deliciousness.
We're going to have to get more. What are we going to have on our breakfast pancakes?
We don't usually have breakfast pancakes.
That's where the rest of it went. Now 2 tablespoons of veggie oil. Now 1/4 cup of coconut milk, which I thought goes really well with plantain. So some of them just used milk or yogurt, but I thought coconut with plantain sounds yummy. And then I'm just going to put some cardamom in. Again, different recipes put different things. Some put nutmeg, some put cardamom, some just made a really sweet kind of one. But I thought cardamom sounds yum, and we had it.
Seems like you're measuring that precisely.
Yeah, I couldn't get the top off, so I'm just kind of estimating. Now I'm going to pour that into the big bowl. Alright, the last thing is the plantain, and I'm just going to estimate how much to put in, because I think that will be too much. Ooh, that looks yum. Alright. Oops.
Just a tornado.
Well, that's all ready to go now, but I did realize I used normal flour instead of self-raising flour, so I'm going to add some baking powder in now. I don't know if that matters to add it in at the very end, but I guess we'll find out. Well, we'll put it in the oven now and we'll let you know how it turns out. So we just preheated the oven now, forgot to do it earlier, 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. And now we're going to put it in and hopefully it takes about half an hour. So this is our oven slash microwave slash air fryer slash griller. It
Pause.
does. We should start it. You're hungry, aren't you?
Yes.
Let's have a little drink on the front deck while we wait for that to cook.
The reason we're doing that is because it gets real hot in here when the oven's on.
I'm sweating. So I'm just going to move the bean bags to sit on them, but the reason they're here is we use them as like a wind block. The wind usually comes from the front of the boat when we're anchored, and it hits the bean bag and goes in. It does honestly work. We've tried it and tested it out, but the reason like this blocks it, so it doesn't help. If this was on the other side, it might help a little bit, but we want to really make some actual wind catches so that it funnels the air into the 2 hulls, and then hopefully that'll kind of blow up and into the saloon at least a little bit, cool down the boat. That's our job that we need to do very, very soon.
Our major problem is with airflow. That's like one of our major problems with the boat.
One of many.
Yeah.
So this is the Superior Cerveza. It's some of our very last beers from Mexico, and we actually really like them. They were super cheap, but...
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, it's nice out here. Whew, the breeze is really nice. Sandblast has a lot of liveaboard long-term cruises that just stay here. So we met that couple from America. We've met a couple here from Canada and Australia that have been here for 10 years. So they love the Sandblast, and it sounds like it's just a really good place that you can come and get stuck forever. Which I think says a lot about a place.
It does. It does. It's amazing. We will not be getting stuck forever, however. We will be pressing on because the adventure must continue.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
we
right.
can't decide where we're going to stop, if we're ever going to stop, until we've seen everything, right?
Yeah, and there's a lot of the world to see.
The musing's done while waiting for bread.
Yeah, hope it's yummy. This beer tastes pretty good.
Yeah, it is. All right, you're being inspected by none other than Captain Coconut. Dun dun dun.
Or is she now Chef Coco? All right, moment of truth. It smells delicious. Ooh,
I mean, it came out pretty
straight out.
easily, except
Yeah.
for one spot.
one little right in the bottom. All right.
Hot?
Yeah.
I just
Okay.
go for the slice in half. I'm a fan of the slice in half because
you?
it means you commit to eating a lot of it.
Okay, here we go. Oh yeah.
Ooh, that looks bready.
Yeah.
Kind of. Is it done in the middle?
No.
Nope.
That's why it must have come out.
All right, back in.
Back in.
All right.
So that was 30 minutes and it obviously wasn't
35
enough.
minutes.
35?
Yeah. I will heat it up again.
Okay, take two. We've given it another 10 minutes.
It's gonna work for sure. Let's see that separation.
I mean, it smells so yum.
Yeah, it's close enough. Get some plates, some I can't believe it's not butter, except we couldn't even find I can't believe it's not butter, so we found golden spread. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Woo.
I can't describe how nice it smells.
I mean, you should probably try.
It smells like... It doesn't smell like banana bread. I think it's the cardamom. It just smells delicious. Warm and... Okay, let's go outside while we've still got a little bit of light. And enjoy these.
All right. You gonna taste it?
Yeah. It's delicious.
Out of 10, what would you call it?
It's gotta be a 10. I think we're gonna be making this a lot.
Oh,
It's so good.
that's amazing.
And I love banana bread, but this is really, really good. It's super gooey and yummy. And just so yummy, oh my God.
You made it.
Yeah, I love it.
Yay.
I'm so happy. Okay, so thanks very much, everybody. This is the end of this week's video and all our adventures and everything we've done this week. We're going to be staying in the Sandblast again next week because we're loving it here and we are waiting to take Coconut back to the vet. But for now, thanks very much. As always, thanks for watching, liking, commenting and subscribing. And if you want more videos from us, we make an extra one and we put it up on Patreon. So check us out there if you want to. Otherwise, we'll see you all next Friday.
See you next Friday. Hey, Coconut, are you going to see them next Friday? Oh no, what is that? What is that? Boop. Yeah.